Okay.
Are you recording voice also?
Yes. Yep. So we are going. All right. So here we have a lamp.
Okay, my daughter has two matching lamps and this one doesn't light. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure we have a good bulb. And so I use an analog meter just for demonstration. I carry a digital, but finding a broken cord with a digital meter is like watching the gas pump and the numbers go. So although I knew it was a brand new bulb, you can see that it's a good bulb. Before I tear the lamp apart, I want to make sure where my power is discontinuous. I turn it on, off, no light. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure I have electricity coming directly to the lamp. I have a non-contact electrical tester. I hit there, there's nothing. I hit there, well, my meter's turned off, so I'll turn it back on again. There I got a buzz and a light. I've got voltage there, no voltage on the other side. So I know I have power coming to the lamp. Otherwise, I would start back at the attachment cap where it plugs in. But since I have power right here, I don't have to check there. Before I start, I'm going to unplug it and make sure it's dead.
It's a good plan. Safety first.
You bet. There's a little mark there that says press. And when you press there, it releases so that you can just pull it right apart. Lamp sockets come in several different types. This one is called push through. You push on one side and then push on the other side for off and on. They also have turn knob. The turn knob sockets have, they come in two different kinds, just plain off and on, and high, medium, and low for the 2-filament lamps. So for this one, I'm just going to replace the inside. I don't need to replace the shell because if I use the old shell, it will match the other lamp.
Ah, I see.
So I don't need to, I'm just going to twist the strands so that there are no external strands to short out against the shell. Now the instruments I use are different from what some would use. By this I mean I use an analog meter because in the case of trying to trace a broken cord, the analog meter swings back and forth and it's very easy to see where your cord is broken. The digital meter is like watching a gas pump. The numbers just dance and they never stop and you don't know where your problem is for sure. So I use an analog meter. I think I'm probably one of the only fixers who uses an analog meter. The digital meter that I have there is a unique meter in that it's voltage protected. Most digital meters, if you accidentally get voltage on them, they burn up. That voltage, that digital meter is designed so that if you set it on ohms to test resistance and you accidentally encounter voltage, it reads voltage. If you have no voltage, it will read ohms or capacitance. It also measures capacitance for microwave ovens.
Oh.
For some of the appliances, it makes a difference if you're going to replace the cord, what cord you use. For example, if it's a steel shell toaster, one with the chrome metal shell, you have to use a cord type HPN, which is a neoprene heat-resistant cord. If it has a plastic shell, as many of the newer toasters have, you can use an SPT2 cord, which is a plastic cord. But you have to know what cord to use according to the type of product that you're repairing.
Is that something you'd be able to find online or in the product packaging?
It would not tell you that.
Oh.
You have to you have to remember which cord to use with which type of product, just based on experience.
Okay.
It used to be that we had small appliance parts companies. Sunbeam had a division called SASCO, S-A-S-C-O, which stood for Sunbeam Appliance Parts Company. They no longer operate that, of course. They no longer have an appliance parts outlet. So that happened when they went to China, of course, for the new products. Okay, replace the socket interior and plug it in and see and hope that it works.
Hey!
And we have it in
Yeah! All right.
So now my daughter has a pair of lamps that she's going to put in her bedroom, and so we've restored not just one piece but two.
And that only took about 6 minutes.
One
And
of
you
the-
were going slow for me, thank you.
One of the other testers that I use is a watt meter.
Okay.
Because clients will bring in an electric heater, for example. There may be more than one element in the electric heater, and testing it with a watt meter, I can tell if it's working properly.
Great.
This tests watts, amps, and volts. And this one, of course, like I say, I use the analog meter primarily for continuity. I use the digital meter when I'm servicing certain products, but I use all three of these instruments in diagnosing in the repair fairs.
Great. Thank you so much.